Hi, I'm Ashley Sundin.
And I'm Ashley Waldbauer.
And you are in the air with Falcon News.
Hey guys, look at our awesome new set, even though it's under construction.
We'd love to throw out a big thank you to Willow and Keely and Mr. Wood for this amazing painting in our set so far. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, February has been a great month filled with lots of girls basketball games, including state, lots of talk of Mr. Prairie and the contestants, and talk of the new nutrition guidelines.
The Lady Falcons dominated this year with 19 wins and 8 losses and were also conference champions. And to top that, they placed 8th overall at state.
Scarlett got select interviews with Coach Tracy and player Natalie, so take it away, Scarlett.
So overall, the girls basketball team has been having a great season. They placed 3rd at bi-districts and advanced to state. We talked with Coach Tracy Rouse and player Natalie Weitzel to learn more.
Playoffs have been going really well. We made it to the state tournament, and we beat Juanita in the regional game, and we haven't gotten there for 2 or 3 years, so it's really exciting.
Our regular season went really well. The freshmen, the C team, went 18-2 with Jordan Redeker, her first year coaching. They finished first in their league. Our JV team, which I coach, we went 15-5 and first in our league. The varsity were 15-5. In regular season, they were first in league, and then they went on to play in the playoffs, which they earned a trip to the state, the Dome. That was their goal, which was awesome. They played really well.
The wins haven't affected us as much as the losses, and the losses have helped us see what we need to get better at and work towards getting better at them so we can win more games. The regular season was fun. We got to play a lot of our local teams, which aren't as challenging as playoffs, but I think it helped us come together and prepare for playoffs.
Well, for varsity, we lost our first 2 games at state, which was kind of heartbreaking, but it was really nice that they made it there to the Dome. That was one of their main goals, to be the top 8 team in the state, so that was awesome. Playoffs were really good. It was a great experience for the girls. They did well. We didn't shoot real well, but it was a great experience for them. We were kind of a young team. They played their hearts out. It just wasn't happening for us. So our shooting wasn't that great.
So overall, the girls have been playing great this season, and we can't wait to see what's to come next.
Great job, Lady Falcons, and congratulations on an awesome season. Hey, Ashley, did you go to Mr. Prairie this year?
Yeah, I did, and it was really, really fun, and I got to help Matthew with his talent, which was fun. And this year was also the most money that Prairie has ever raised for our charities.
Because Falcon News has the inside scoop, we got select interviews with some of the contestants of Mr. Prairie, and even the winners, Austin Whitmere and Tyler Eastman. Take it away, Devin.
As winter comes to a close, many long-awaited spring events take place. On Thursday, February 19th, 9 Falcons strutted their stuff when Prairie hosted its annual Mr. Prairie pageant. Students and family members alike lined up over 20 minutes early to get a good seat, and by the time the curtain went up, the auditorium was packed. But what is Mr. Prairie?
Mr. Prairie is a charity-ran male pageant that we do pretty much every school does it, but Mr. Prairie is obviously here.
Senior girls voted for which guys they thought should be in it, and the ASB executives just chose whoever had the most votes.
You can expect to see a group dance, a catwalk, and you can see a bunch of talents that are ran by us. Also, a Q&A panel is going to be halfway through the talents.
So Cambria Griffith and her sister Ashlyn have been helping us choreograph the group dance, and then Katie Ashton and Hannah Starks and Brenna Scribner have been coordinating everything else.
We've been practicing pretty much every single day except for Friday, either after school or during double stats. The winner is picked in 2 different categories. There's the People's Choice, which is going to be by how much money is put into each person's folder during the show, and then there's also going to be 3 judges that are going to be up there. The individual segments are all going to be talents, but the group parts are going to be like the group dance. There's going to be a Q&A. I missed one actually. There's also going to be a catwalk piece.
I was the judge-picked winner of Mr. Prairie 2015. My talent, I did a dance. It was part Napoleon Dynamite dance, and then part of it was a dance to the chorus of Anaconda. I did not expect to win Mr. Prairie at all.
I was the audience picked winner. I think it went really well, and I do think it's better than last year's because that's what a lot of people have been telling me.
Mr. Prairie was a big hit, and all the guys worked really hard to make it a success. Over $3,000 was raised. That's the most ever. The entire event was full of hilarious and heartwarming moments from the time the curtain went up to when Mr. Prairie himself was crowned.
Mr. Prairie was definitely one of the highlights of February. However, I think everyone has noticed that there isn't a random student of the day anymore during announcements.
There has been a drastic change in the nutrition guidelines this year, but no one has explained to the students why there are certain rules we need to follow when it comes to food at school.
We have all been curious here on Falcon News, so we decided to send Alex out to get the scoop on the new nutrition guidelines here at Prairie High School. Alex?
So, what is the history behind the nutritional guidelines?
Well, the nutritional guidelines were updated in about 2005, and it was to combat childhood obesity. And so they're federal guidelines that are put out by the USDA, and it was to ensure that when kids are in school, that the school meals are nutritious and balanced. In 2012, 2013, I like to call it the Michelle Obama Act, but what she was really fighting for was smarter, balanced meals, more nutritionally balanced snacks. And so the guidelines became a lot stricter, and she is spearheading the fight against childhood obesity. Childhood obesity is considered to be at an epidemic rate right now across the United States.
How was the student store affected with the nutritional guidelines? It was complete and totally impacted because we were limited by fat, sugar, and caloric quantities. So to get new products that met those types of guidelines, we couldn't really do it in a cost-effective manner. When we were allowed to sell anything, we would make $60,000 in a year, and that went to ASB to support sports and club activities and buy things, the calendars that we used to have for the school, things like that. And so it was really helpful. By the time all the nutrition guidelines got in, well, when we ran it as an experiment, we actually lost money. The last year that they ran it as a legitimate classroom store, I don't even know if they cleared 5,000. It was very, very low because by that point there was no pop, no candy except for certain candies that had high quantity of peanuts because that met the protein standard. There was no gum except for sugar-free gum, and no salty snacks to speak of. They had to be baked, not fried. So, yeah, that's, $55,000 loss. Yeah. So that's a huge amount for a school to lose. Actually, it's a huge budget impact. And most schools who are running student stores are not doing particularly well. It's a great opportunity for kids to learn about a business, but unless they have a closed campus, meaning nobody can leave at lunch, it's really hard to make a profit.
When our high schools used to fund a lot of their athletic activities through vending machines with candy sales and soda sales, and I always thought that it was odd that we're promoting and paying for our athletics with junk food. The two didn't seem to mesh for me. On the other hand, I don't know that we necessarily should be the food police for kids. Quite often you'll see articles in the newspaper or letters to the editor that really slam school meals and say school meals are the reason that kids are obese, that school meals aren't healthy, yet they really are. I mean, even the school pizza's healthy. They have unlimited access to the salad bars when they buy a lunch and the vegetables and fruits that are available there. So I'm kind of torn between being the food police and at the same time wanting the next generation, the generation that's going to take care of me, to be a healthy generation.
Thanks, Alex. So, Falcons, what do you think about the new nutrition guidelines here at Prairie? Let us know on our Twitter and Instagram.
Well, thanks for tuning in today on Falcon News. Remember, you can watch it here or on the Falcon Flyer at www.falconflyer.com.
Also, don't forget to catch the weekly teacher feature that is aired in the Commons, where we interview your favorite teachers and get to know a little more about them.
Thanks for watching, and so are next time with Falcon News.
I've got to get in there. It can't be done. I've already tried. Watch and see.
I'm sorry, it's too late. I can't make it happen. Keep an eye out. He's on the loose.
Hey, stop!
That conference was so dope.
I loved it so much. Wait, isn't it the Ashley and Ashley show time?
Oh. You know what I'm thinking.
I know what you're thinking.
We could do it better than them.
Better. I agree, better. They don't do it very well.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Ashley.
And welcome to the Ashley and Ashley Show.
Yeah.
This is Q&A with A&A. My first question is, Mr. Drake wants to know how I handle my facial hair.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. I handle it one pluck at a time.
And I wax my face.
Okay. I think it's your question.
My question is, what is your morning routine?
What is your morning routine, Ashley?
I'm glad you asked. I first wake up at 5 o'clock every morning. After that, I stare into the mirror for an hour and tell myself that I am the prettiest girl alive. And then I do my hair and my makeup and my dresses. And go to school.
What's my morning routine? I usually wake up, I curl my hair, as you can see.
Ashley, you're so funny.
And I just roll out of bed like this.
Okay, you ask your question.
My next question is, what do you do when the paparazzi stop you in the school hallway?
Oh.
I run into that all the time.
Every day.
All the time.
Every day. Yeah, well, first I give them one of these, and then I kind of just wink at them and then tell them that they better leave or I'll send someone after them.
Yeah, that's about what I do too.
Yeah.
Oh, this is personal. How are you and Matthew doing?
Oh, I heard about you too.
What'd you hear?
Well, I don't mean to be a snitch, but you two are in trouble. I heard he was talking behind your back so hard.
What?
I'm sorry, but that's just how it's gonna be.
With who?
I can't tell. Okay, it was Alex Koshel. Him and they were talking up about you two. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's gonna end well with you two.
Can we stop rolling, please? I need to go make a phone call.
Ashley, it's okay. Just let it go. Okay, where did you come up with the trademark awesome? Oh, that's for me. Oh, yeah. That brings us all the way back to elementary school. My mom would always tell me, "Oh, girl, you look awesome." And ever since then, I can't stop saying awesome. It's so awesome.
That is awesome.
It's so awesome.
Do you see this? The cutest guy at Prairie.
Oh.
Well, there's this one guy. And
I know who you're talking about.
You can't tell Matthew, okay? You can't tell him.
Okay.
But Alex Koshel is so attractive.
I know. I can't even stop thinking about him. It's too bad that you and him, or Matt and him, were kind of talking.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Well, yeah.
After I kill Matthew.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. I think that ends our show.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
What are you doing?
Hi.
That's not how I sound like in the first place.
My hair's way better than that.
That'll conclude our show. Yeah. Like us on Twitter at ALEXIAN. It's spelled a little weird.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. Bye.